After the gloom of the COVID months, science is now offering us a way out of the darkness. Pfizer's vaccine ready to go, Moderna and AstraZeneca's just waiting for approval.
The question is, how many of us are ready to take it? Let's have a look at our figures. While 67% of those asked say they are likely to take a vaccine once approved, a worrying 23% say they're not likely and 10% don't know. That's a third of the population to convince, and if we break down the figures a little, in younger age groups, resistance is higher. Just 42% of 18 to 34-year-olds describe themselves as keen to take the vaccine. That goes up to 66% of adults aged 55 and over.
Which is why we need to talk about the evidence. So we brought together 4 people who are all likely to take the vaccine but still have some concerns, to put them directly to the Deputy Chief Medical Officer.
How safe is the vaccine on ethnic minority people?
Now, I can tell you there's no biological reason whatsoever why the colour of your skin or your genetic makeup should in any way affect how you respond or don't respond to a vaccine.
Our poll also looked at what's causing people to have doubts. 44% of the hesitant are scared of potential side effects. Large numbers say they don't trust pharmaceutical companies or don't trust the government. And a significant proportion of the doubters are going to be hard to win round because they either avoid vaccines altogether or 10% believe COVID is a hoax. John is not in those categories but had a question on many people's minds.
Can you again reassure us that there've been no shortcuts?
I can give you that reassurance. In the trials that we've done in the UK, we've moved from, zero participants to many, many thousands in just a few weeks because everybody was ready to go. The whole system was ready to go. The corners have not been cut on the actual size of the studies and the way in which the regulators will sit down and look at the data at the end.
Jonathan wanted to know where younger but clinically vulnerable people would be in terms of priority.
The NHS is absolutely determined to move with enormous speed and at huge volume to the point where I'm hoping that the difference between 1 in the queue and 6 in the queue or whatever will be a matter of weeks or a very short matter of months.
Do we have enough data on the safety and efficacy of vaccine on children?
Children are not generally at high risk from coronavirus. And for that reason, these vaccines have been developed first in adults, and those are where the data will be.
And if I can just ask all of our guests, if you could perhaps with a show of hands indicate whether your concerns have been allayed by what you have heard from the professor today.
Our panel were convinced, but there will need to be many more conversations like these if the minority of doubters are to trust the science that's promising to free us all. Romilly Weeks, News at 10.